Hello and welcome back here to Kingston, Ontario. It's Game 5 of Day 2, the final game of the round robin here in the 2025 Colts Fall Classic. My name is Jacob Ewing. It's two teams we have seen here today. The Kingston Colts taking on the East Nepean Eagles. And first pitch will be ball one to the leadoff hitter. This is Noah, number 5. Starting pitcher this evening for East Nepean, they go to number 8, Dax, who we have seen pitch earlier today. But a big-time situation as both these teams would love a win and might even need a win to clinch a semifinal spot here tomorrow. Here's the 1-1 to Noah. Strike 2 will paint the outside. And we'll have the 1-2 pitch early on. Here's the delivery. And inside as Noah shuffles away to get away from it. So the standings going as followed. The Cornwall River Rats 0-3 through their first 3 games, and it's a leadoff strikeout for Dax. As Noah goes down looking for a backwards K, and there's one down. But as I was saying, it's the Cornwall River Rats, the U8 team, who dropped down 0-3. They will not be playing tomorrow. The top of the standings, Orleans Red Sox in the pool 3-0 through their first 3 games. We will see them tomorrow. And I believe the winner of this game goes to the semifinals. Lightly hit up the middle from Colton. Second baseman tossed down to first in time. And there's 2 down. And we'll move on to the order to Sawyer Ricks, number 7. And a chance here for the East Nepean Eagles to retire the side in order and send themselves to the offense. The first pitch to Sawyer on the end of the bat, lightly hit to the mound, play to first in time. And that's the top of the inning. Dax able to get a trifecta of ground balls in order to get it out of it, and that will do it. When we come back, East Nepean looking to maybe take some of that momentum created on the defense and turn it into some offense. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Kingston. Bottom of the first inning as we get back. Putting things out for East Nepean. Number 1, Grayson. We'll have Grayson, Dax, and Leo here. The same 3 we've seen consistently throughout the lineup to lead things off. First pitch to Grayson. Bunt attempt down the third base line. To it quickly. Play to first. out of the glove and gets down the right field line. Here goes Grayson. He'll turn on the Jets, get all the way to second. He'll turn for third. Will he get the wave? He will. The play to the plate, going to be close. The tag, not there. And how about that from the leadoff hitter? An inside the park home run as Grayson gets all the way around and opens the scoring for East Nepean. It's 1-0. And that's one heck of a start. As that ball rode down the right field line, which felt like forever, off of what was initially just a bunt attempt, turns into a run. Starting pitcher this evening for the Colts is number 4, Xander Taylor McNairn. And so Xander going to shake that first batter off, fouls that pitch back for a strike. As here's the starting pitcher for the East Nepean Eagles, it's Dax with his first at-bat of the game. And time will be called as there's an orange soccer ball down the left field line. An inflatable, it looks to be. So we'll call time just for a moment, get back underway, and we're good to go. Here's the 0-1. Outside for a ball. We'll have the 1-1 from Xander. Dax lifts it in the infield. Shortstop steps up and makes the grab. Now was number 11 to get underneath. It's Sammy Gooch. And there's one down. And so we'll move on in the order to the 3-spot hitter, number 13. This is Leo. And coach of the Colts making the outfield of Kingston back up. Big hitter, he's indicating in Leo. This one on the outside for ball 1. And we've seen it throughout the tournament so far. Leo is a very good hitter. Big reason why he hits in the 3rd spot in the order. Kind of reaches down below the zone to get that one. We'll foul it back. And we'll see a strike. Home plate umpire this evening for this matchup is Emmett Mader, a Kingston Colts Little League staple behind the plate. Fouls that one off. Also did games this year for the Canadian Intermediate Championships. And so Leo fouls that one off. And we'll have another pitcher from Xander. And gets him swinging. And a punch out for 2 down in the first strikeout of the evening for Xander. And this will bring up Nate D to the plate. Got a feeling this is going to be a tight game. Two teams fighting for that last or second spot in the semifinals. Nate, opposite field, a late roller to first, scoop, and the tag in time for out number 3, and that will end the first inning. So a lead off inside the park home run from Grayson, the only run that came through here in the first. When we come back, top second, Colts back on the offense, looking to tie up the game. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic and our final game of the round robin. Top of the second as we join you back. Leading things out for the Colts. It's number 27. This is Levi. We'll take strike one looking from Dax, who makes his second consecutive inning appearance after retiring the side in order back in the top of the first. 0-1, strike two on the other half as Dax will paint it. And strike three, the call. Gets him looking with 3 consecutive strikes. And there's one down. And this will bring up Sammy Gooch. First pitch upstairs for ball one. And this infield of the Eagles looking so strong so far out the gates. And that's a strike. Sammy wants that one back, kind of shows some body language that he should have pulled the trigger. Well, the 1-1. Strike two, paints the outside. And Dax is on a different level right now. Chance for back-to-back strikeouts. We'll have the 1-2. Inside. Almost looked like Sammy's bat almost went through, but he will hold off as the call. We'll have 2-2. Here's the pitch. Whipped away for ball three. Will move us to a full count here. And we'll have a payoff pitch incoming. Sammy, contact. Light chopper. Throw to first. Not quick enough. And it's an infield single for Sammy. We'll get aboard first base. It's the first base runner of the evening now for Kingston. And this will bring up Malcolm, number 9, to the plate. We'll see if Malcolm can move the base runner now on. First pitch just misses on the outside for a ball. On the end of the bat, just a tad early there. Just got a rhythm on the very end of the barrel. Fouls it off the first baseline. We'll see a strike and a 1-1 count. It's the 1-1. Allen rides down and away for a ball. That's a runner on first right now, represented by Sammy. He is the tying run. Pop up in the infield. Someone's got to call it. And a good play there by Dax to get underneath of it. And there's 2 away. And this will bring up Sawyer Mills with 2 down. First pitch to Sawyer. Gets a piece of it and foul territory back to the fans. And out of play for a foul ball. And so contact early for Sawyer. We'll see if he can find some fair contact up next. Here's the 0-1. Strike two looking. Throw down to second. Runners going. And just quick feet there from Sammy. Will get himself now to a scoring position. And Sawyer will foul one down and inside. And we'll have an 0-2 count still. Dax in the lead. Chance to send his team back to the offense. We'll have the 0-2. Just outside for ball one. And strike 3. The call on the inside, able to clip it, and that will do it for the top of the second. So runner left stranded at second base, and the Eagles still have themselves a 1-run lead as they'll head back to the offense and look to extend it when we come back. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Shannon's Corners Ballpark. We'll join you back here for the bottom of the second inning in a close game between the Eagles and the Colts in a game that I believe will tell who will play in the semifinals tomorrow. Back in the mound for a second consecutive inning is Xander. Only run he let up was an inside-the-park home run from Grayson. And a swing and a miss there from our leadoff hitter, number 10. This is Henry. We'll have Henry, Jackson, and Tristan here in the bottom two. An early 2-1 lead here for Xander. Henry reaches for it, rides down the left field line for a fair ball. Perfectly hit on the money, and a leadoff single for the Eagles. And I'll have a runner on first. And time is called. And it looks like potentially everyone will meet up at third base and then disperse back, as I don't think Coach meant for everybody to come in and join the conversation he wanted to have with his third baseman. It looks like he may be fatiguing on a little bit of his right arm. I believe that's Sammy Gooch over there at third base. He looks to be okay as we'll get back and resumed here. Just laboring maybe a little bit on that right arm. And so with runner at first base, here's Jackson. And a ball to call on the inside. It's a 3-1 count. Chance for two runners to get on here if we see one more. Gotta find the strike zone if you're Xander. And he does. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Will move us to a full count situation. And we'll have the payoff here from Xander. And it's runner to second. The throw not there in time. So apparently that was not ball 4. I thought he had a 3-1 count. It's a 2-1 count is what it really is. And we'll have the 2-1 pitch. As runner now in scoring position after Henry was able to turn on the Jets. There's strike 2 looking for Jackson. Now he's got to protect. We'll have the 2-2 delivery. And got him low in the zone. Strike 3. And there's 1 down. And there's Tristan coming up to the plate with a runner in scoring position. The first pitch, the Tristan, strike 1, gets the call on the outside bottom corner. On the 0-1. Contact. Rudds just fouled down the third baseline. Just a little bit too early there for Tristan. And we have an 0-2 count here early on for Tristan. Gotta protect. And strike 3 swinging. And it's back-to-back punch-outs now from Xander. Sent back the last 2 batters to the dugout. And here's Zane to the plate. Still runner in scoring position. But Xander heating up here from the hill. And that was a hittable pitch. Just left it over top of the plate. Zane unable to connect. We'll see strike 1. On the 0-1 pitch. That one passed to the backstop. Runner down to third, and no test for Henry. Successful steal gets him now a base hit away from doubling the tally of the Eagles, which in a game like this where, well, runs are of the essence, it's really hard to come by so far of what we've seen through 2 innings. Gotta make that happen. Gotta convert. Swing and a miss from Zane will be strike 2. And a chance for Xander to leave runners stranded at third. We'll have the 1-2. Strike 3, the call. On the outside corner, dots it. And that's the end of the second inning. The Colts will head back to the offense down by 1 run. We'll see if they can tie it up when we come back. And we'll join you back for the top of the third. And leading things off, we'll have Rafe Gray Mason, followed up by Xander and Connor. As the bottom of the order will go to work here. Strike one looking. New pitcher to the game as well for the Eagles, number 13, Leo. Will join the mound after Dax pitched the first 2 innings, and he did go through on that one for strike 2. Rafe does get a piece of it. Had to battle that one away. Able to nick it, and we'll stay with 2 strikes. We've seen Leo pitch before in this tournament, very, very successful. On the 0-2. And it's strike 3 on the outside for a leadoff punch out for Leo. He introduces himself to the mound in the Kingston Colts. And there's 1 down. Brings up Xander to the plate as the 2 pitchers will go out of here. Strike 1, down the middle. Got to be a little bit closer to the plate there if you're Xander. Xander on it, pops this one up and will drop down into no man's land for a single. And a runner aboard now for Kingston on first base. And here's Connor Chin to the plate now. Looking to advance the runner potentially to a scoring position. And a perfect pitch just below the swing. Throw down to second. Slides in there as Xander. Good slide. Needed it to be a good slide as that was a good throw from the catcher. That was number 7 who tossed that down, Nate. 0-1. Fouls that one off the third base line for strike 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fair ball to the shortstop. The scoop and the play to first in time. Throw down to third, and he's caught in the middle of a pickle between second and third base. The run down. Going to third, the play, the tag out of the glove. And he is safe and sound at third base. It's the best case scenario for the Kingston Colts. As the Eagles were all over him, back and forth they went. And a chance to tie the game now with a runner at third base, but 2 down. Back to the top of the order, here's Noah. Fouls the first pitch back for a strike. Just gets underneath of it. And in a game where runs are so hard to come by, a big-time situation. Can they convert? Well, the 0-1 pitch from Leo. Holds off, dots the outside for a strike. And an 0-2 lead. It's in his favor, Leo. We'll see if he can finish it off. The 0-2. That's a ball out of the glove of the catcher. Here comes the runner. The play to the plate. The tag in time. They got him. And Xander is tagged out coming home. And the Eagles keep things scoreless. And we stay at 1-0 over the halfway point of this game. And when we come back, the Eagles back on the offense looking to extend their lead. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic and our final game of the round robin. And we'll join you back here for the bottom of the third. Leading things out for East Nepean. Number 12, this is Theo. That one's lined right up the alley between right and center field. Almost all the way to the back fence. Great way to start. How about a double for East Nepean? And we'll bring up Avery to the plate.
All right, guys, let's go, Colts. Plays a one here, guys. Let's go now. On our toes. Here we go, bud.
And so runner in scoring position after a very well hit ball from Theo. On the first pitch to Avery. Swings at one up high. Under the glove of the catcher. Runner down to third. The throw just late and safe and sound as he will get to third, and it's a base hit away now for doubling the lead of East Nepean. I think both these teams know how important this game is for seeding-wise. And a heavy slice for Avery for strike two. And an 0-2 count. And we'll have the 0-2 pitch incoming. Got him. Strike three. And there's one down. New pitcher at the mound as well here to start the top of the third. Number 24, Sawyer Mills, makes his game debut. Comes into relief after only one run allowed for Xander through his 2 innings. And here's Nate at the bottom of the order. Can he hit home an RBI? First pitch on the outside for a ball. Bunt shown, won't connect. And there's a strike. We'll have the 1-1 as we split the first two. Gets contact, fouls it back. And there's strike two against him. We'll see if he goes back to showing bunt as he did moments ago. Or if he's just going to go for a normal attack here. The 1-2. Strike three, the call. And gets him for a strikeout on the outside. And there's 2 down. And a big chance here for the Colts to potentially get out of this jam they're in. Foul ball as we go back to the top of the order here for East Nepean. It's Grayson. Last time he was up, inside the park home run. Of the 0-1. Contact popped up on the infield. First baseman to it and makes the grab. And that will end the bottom of the third inning. Runner gets to third. 3 outs consecutively will keep him there. Great job by the Colts, and we remain at a 1-0 ball game as we'll head to the top of the fourth. Kingston still looking to get on the board. We'll see if they can do so when we come back. And we'll join you back here for the top of the fourth. in a one-run game between these two. And only Grayson's inside the park home run that he got in the top of the first, which led off the ball game, I believe, is the difference maker right now. And the Kingston Colts back on the bats, though, looking to tie it up. Only one run needed. And leading things off, we'll have number 5. This is Noah. Strike the call, as he just gets it on the bottom of the zone. And outside for a ball. It's our final game of round robin today. We'll be back tomorrow. The only game in the minor division we'll have on the stream tomorrow will be the championship game. And strike 2 against him. But as I was saying, we'll have 3 major division games tomorrow as we slip over to the older age group. Strike 3 swinging for Noah. And it's a leadoff strikeout for Leo, who's back at the rubber for his 2nd consecutive inning. And here's Colton Burke now to the plate. First pitch to Colton, paints the outside for strike 1. Yeah, 1. That one's on the other half for a ball. One. Thrown away again. Ball 2. It's been a game of defense this year so far, a pitcher's duel. As both these teams throwing some of their best. They're trying to get the win here this evening. Strike 2 on a swing there from Colton, and we'll have a 2-2 pitch incoming. Contact will foul it off the third baseline. Just gets over top of the ball. And so he will stay alive. That's all Colton needs to do. Be huge at the top of the order here for Kingston could find something. Would rather do it now than wait to the top of the 5th potentially. Would be their final inning to get something, and Colton will go down swinging for strike 3, and it's back-to-back punch-outs now from Leo. And there's 2 down. And here's Sawyer now up to the plate. Heavy swing on the inside, strike 1. Good cut, though. Just got to make contact. Got to give something for the Colts to work with here. But Leo is looking so strong for the mound. Popped up. Looks like it's dying down, and it will. In foul territory will result in strike 2. And another lead against a batter for Leo. Can he finish 3 off in a row? Chance to strike out the sign. The 0-2 delivery. Thrown away, ball 1. But when you're up in the count 0-2, you deserve to throw one away like that. Maybe throw off the rhythm of the batter. And we'll have the 1-2. Inside for a ball. The 2-2 incoming. And there is strike 3 looking. A backwards K to end the top of the inning from Leo. And he strikes out the side all by himself. How about that from number 13 on the rubber? And that will do it for the top of the 4th. When we come back, bottom 4th. With the Eagles a chance to extend their lead in a game which has been a defensive masterclass. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Kingston. bottom fourth as we join you back. And leading things off, we'll have Dax, who is our starting pitcher for the Eagles. He'll be Dax, Leo, and Nate, the three confirmed here. Takes strike one on the outside. New pitcher into the game as well. Pardon me, make that his second consecutive inning appearance at Sawyer Mills. Makes his way back to the bump. We'll have the 0-1. Dax, that one is piped to right field, and it gets past the outfielder as well. This could do some damage. Dax, he'll round second, go to third. And how about that? Gets to third off the leadoff hit. Perfect start for East Nepean. Exactly what they need in a game where they're only up by one. Trying to create a bit more cushion and have a chance to do so. And this will bring up Leo now to the plate as the two relievers will go out of here. And first pitch on the outside for ball one. The 1-0. Strike one as he chases that one on the inside. We saw this early in the game as well. I believe the sides were flipped potentially, where a runner got on third and then three consecutive outs were had to leave him stranded. Can the Colts pull something like that off here? And strike two, the call against Leo. And Leo will get contact, foul it off. Good take there. I like that foul ball. You know, it maybe was on the other half of the plate, but we've seen a lot of calls go the pitcher's way when it's out there. So it just fouls it off and stays at the plate. He'll let that one go, though, and that will go Sawyer's way. Strike three. And a punch out, and there's one down. And we'll have Nate, the cleanup hitter, with a chance to clean things up and double the lead. Bouncer on the plate. Great block there from, that's Colton Burke behind the plate to get in front of that one. You got a feeling if anything gets to the backstop, runner's going to come on home. We'll have the 1-0 pitch. And again, another good block. And we'll see ball two. And again having to get off the plate. Gets in front of it. And so this count in full favor right now of the batter. Gets one, pops it up in the infield, dying down, and the catch is made by the first baseman. And there's two down, and they keep the runner at third base. And this brings up a Henry. He has an opportunity to not get himself an RBI. Can the Colts get out of the jam? They found themselves in early. First pitch from Sawyer on the outside for a ball. It's been a great defensive effort. Well, obviously the pitching from Sawyer since the leadoff hit, and then, well, the work of Colton behind the plate to keep balls in front of him. Swings that one up high for a strike. And on the 1-1 count. That one to the backstop. Here comes runner on home. And he slides in there. Dax is safe. And he's finally able to get around. And the second run of the ball game scores here for the Eagles. It's 2-0 as they double down on their lead. And that is a huge run. And what will be a do-or-die top of the 5th inning for the Kingston Colts. When we get there, now they have to score 2 runs in order to stay in the ball game. Fair ball through the third baseman to left field, and that one scrambles on past the outfielder as well. Runner will turn for second. Looks at third. He'll be happy with a second base. Gets himself to a scoring position. And a great hit there from Henry will bring up Jackson with a runner now in scoring position. And it's a single with an error by the outfielder.
All right, Melzy, fresh start here, bud. Got 2 outs here, guys. 2 outs here, Colts.
On the first pitch to Jackson. This one to the backstop. Here goes Henry down to third, and they won't test him.
Take a breath here, Melzy. Take a breath, bud.
Another runner at third base. Can the Eagles extend their lead again and find 2 runs here in the bottom 4? Another one to the backstop. This gives the green light for Henry, and they've done it. Back-to-back run score here for East Nepean and make it 3-0. And that is a massive run. And some phenomenal base running as well from Henry to put himself in that situation. And now Jackson with nobody on. Gets a piece of it, but he will hold on. Nonetheless, still a strike. Up the middle, and the second baseman makes the grab to end the inning. And the Colts will send themselves to the offense in need of 3 runs. It's a chance for East Nepean to win the ball game here in the top of the 5th when we come back. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic final inning when we return. Top of the 5th inning here, and the Colts need 3 runs. They're down to their final 3 outs here, and leading things off, number 27, Levi Rosen. First pitch. Good thing he stepped inside there, as that pitch was poised for the back of his bat. We'll see ball 1. The 1-0. Ground ball to the shortstop. Handled. Throw to first. And just out of the glove of the first baseman. Safe and sound is the leadoff batter, Levi. Great backhand play by the shortstop. That's neat. Even just get in front of that ball. It was a bullet down to him. And just out of the glove, hard play there for Dax over at first. And here's Sammy to the backstop. Levi down to second and has himself now in a scoring position. Strike the call on the inside. New pitcher into the game here for East Nepean, trying to close things out. It's number 1, Grayson. Can he make it happen after his 2 pitchers before him did such a phenomenal job? Strike 2 swinging there for Sammy. And now he's got to protect. Outs are so precious here in the last inning for the Colts. Got to make good use of every single one. And he fouls that one off to stay alive. We'll keep him at the plate. Alpine inside for a ball. And again, the catcher, that's number 6 behind the plate, Tristan, throws it to second base, and this gives the green light for Levi to go to third. It's the second time in a row Tristan has walked down the third base line, kind of challenged the runner. Decides to actually pursue the challenge. Doesn't go his way, as that one was tossed all the way to center field. Ball to Colin Sammy. Great take. It's a full count here. The payoff pitch. Strike 3 the call on the outside. As Grayson will paint it, and there's 1 down. And this will bring up Malcolm to the plate. Gotta make something happen here. First swing for a strike. This is the closest game we've had all day. Couple mercy rules. A lot of games that end in double-digit differences. And he'll chase that one on the outside for strike 2. And now an 0-2 lead for Grayson. Got to stay alive here if you're Malcolm. The 0-2. Fair ball. Down the first base. Dax the scoop. Touches the bag for out number 2. Levi will come around and score. So the Colts do get on the board. But I believe they're down to their final out here. Gotta get something going if you're Kingston. Sawyer Mills, the task of trying to get some sort of rally started. Grayson and the defensive side of the Eagles, 1 out away from a semifinals berth here tomorrow. Sawyer shows bunt on the first pitch, pulls away, and will take ball 1. Going for the bunt again. That one will go against him. Paints the inside. Here's the 1-1. And just on the inside for ball 2 will bring us to a 2-1 count here for Sawyer, who pitched the last couple innings for Kingston. So the 2 pitchers going at it here. The 2-1 delivery. Pops it up in the infield. And underneath of it is Grayson for out number 3. And the Eagles will win it. 3-1 the final score. And I believe punch their ticket to the semifinals here tomorrow. As I believe it is, we'll see the call. It's a little bit of argument there from the Colts And that will do it. A defensive masterclass from both these teams. The closest game we've had all tournament long. And the Eagles, we'll see them tomorrow in the semifinals. And we'll see if they can book a ticket to Cricket Field for a championship game as well. As that will be the only game we have in the minor division here tomorrow. It'll be at Cricket. We'll switch over to the majors for a little bit. See a championship game, a semifinals game. And then we'll have the minor championship game, 3:30 tomorrow on Championship Day Sunday. That will do it. We had 5 games today. And, well, it was just a great day of baseball. Can't complain. This tournament always brings some great moments. We'll see the MVPs before we wrap up. And the MVP for Kingston goes to number 2, Colton Burke, who caught a lot of the game, did a great job of keeping balls in front of him and not to the backstop. And so the Colts officially eliminated from the tournament. And Leo, who came in as the reliever in this 3rd inning, gets the MVP for East Nepean. That will do it. We'll see you tomorrow. 4 games, 3 in the major, and then the championship game on the minor side. If you don't want to miss it, remember, subscribe and hit that notification bell on the Kingston Baseball Association YouTube channel. It's free, and it will keep you updated of when we go live. I've been Jacob Ewing. The East Nepean Eagles punch their ticket to the semifinals tomorrow here at Shannon's Corners. 3-1 final score over the Kingston Colts. Thank you for watching, and good night.